Greetings, fellow crafters. Welcome back to my court. Welcome if you're new. In this video, I'm going to show you the diamond painting whips I've been working with. Come on back and I'll get you up to date. Interesting. Okay. All right. So, as you may have noticed, I've had a little less traffic on my brain function on my YouTube channel of late. And that's because my YouTube channel has largely consisted of unboxings, which I'm too broke to do for the most part. I'm not a big enough YouTuber for companies to send me stuff for free yet. Maybe someday, but that is not where I am. Everything that I have, I either won through a giveaway, which is only 1 or 2 pieces, or I purchased myself. And since I'm out of work at the moment, that's not really a thing that's going to be happening much. Although I do still have some outstanding pieces that need to come in. The other 3 types of videos that I have are kit ups, which is me putting together a project to work on, post reviews, which is what I do after the project is finished and I give you my thoughts on it, and then kit downs. Sometimes if it's a small project, the post review and the kit down, which is me putting all of the drills away from the project, can be the same video. So I'm not doing a lot of unboxings because I'm broke. I'm not doing a lot of kit ups, kit downs, and the other ones require me to actually have a circulation of projects. Unfortunately, at the beginning of April, I took on 6 big projects, 2 of which I have finished. They have gone on the channel as unboxings and post reviews, but the other 4 are still going. And we're now into May. So I'm going to show you what I've done on the ones I have, and show you how I store my whips while I'm not working on them, because I do interchange. So this is my Craftable that I'm working on right now. Excuse me. Oh, there's a lovely hair on it. Yay, that's me. There's DNA in my canvas. This is a 100 by 60 round from Craftable. It's called Sunset Crossing. It is absolutely enormous. I'm going to have to show you it in pieces. I am down to here, but there's a whole lot of up here to show you. More hair in it. Jesus Christ. Okay. But there we are. There is the top. Can you see that? You can. So it is a 60 by 100. I'm doing this for the Biggin, which is an event run by Purple Door Crafts and one other crafter, whose name I will not ever remember because I suck. And it's been a deal. So this one I am done about 2/3 of. And this is the one I've kind of been focusing on because this event ends the end of May. So I want to get this done. Preferably by the end of May. So what I've been doing, because this is so huge, is I will do, can you see down here? Okay, let me roll this back up a bit. Okay, so down here is the plastic that was originally on it. So I will do this row of release papers that I have on it. Put another line of release papers down here. And once this line of release papers is completely gone and everything's covered in drills, I will then set this aside and pull out another canvas. So let me roll this up. I'm going to roll this up. You always want to roll with your drills on the outside, otherwise you are compressing them into one another. And that's when you get them popping. It's not as big of a deal with a round, which this is, but that's still a thing that can happen. And I just use garden variety small binder clips. These are in pretty colors, but that's hardly required. To hold them. Get that out of the way, and I will show you what I put this into. This is a gift wrap container. It's meant to hold rolls of wrapping paper. It is a bag. Let's get it so that it will open to its largest. But since it's meant to hold rolls, it's pretty well ideal for this. So, and here are the other 3 projects that I'm working on. Now I'm just going to stick this one in here and bind these up. This one's almost too small to do this with. It's a 40 by 50. We will get to that one because that's the one I want to work on next. Now the drills for Sunset Crossing are in here. This is a knockoff Elizabeth Ward set that I like. It was just about perfect. This is 39 colors and I had 42 containers in here. So it was just about perfect. You can tell I've used a lot of some colors, not as much of others. The only thing I don't like about this is it's kind of a big footprint. And if you are working in a small footprint, like me, frequently you'll have to put this container onto your drill, onto your birch container, and this ridge can actually scrape your drills that you've placed off of your canvas. Ask me how I know. So I have found that if I put this clear tray that's on the top underneath it, when I put it down, it makes it less of a problem. I'm also more cognizant of it, so I will pick it up and move it rather than try and drag it places. But it's such a wide case, it's hard to find a place for it. I do like that I can get everything into it, but I'll go into more of a review on that later. Okay, so there's 3 others in here that I'm working on. This one I have worked on probably the least. This is for Cal's Crafts Anything Mermaid Along. It is Diamond Art Club's Deep Sea Beauties. And I forgot to do something with this cable. Hang on. Let me fix it. And that's as far as I've gotten. But she is a mermaid on a purple unicorn under the water. And she is gorgeous. She is square, 56 by 71. All of the info and links are going to be in my WIP list, which is linked in the description. It just takes you to a Google Doc that I can continually update. I will eventually also make a recent finishes file, but in order to do that, I have to have recent finishes. And I don't have a lot of those. So, but it's a Diamond Art Club. The squares are gorgeous. Everything is lovely. There's no problems there. The Diamond Art Club is kitted up in this container, which is a slightly different 60 bottle container in that the bottles have both opaque lids and are about double the size of the standard. So you can take one of the very full Diamond Art Club bags, those great big heavy bursting, and pour one in there and it all fits. And I will link in the video where I unboxed this and showed that in action. You can also take a look at my kitting up video for Deep Sea Beauties to see that in action as well. I love these containers And I think I was spoiled by these because these are all fabric. I can slide these around on top of the finished painting, and so long as it isn't faulty of some kind, it's going to be just fine moving in and out. So that is Deep Sea Beauties. The other one on this side is my Hade. Hade, for those of you who may not know, and not everybody knows all of the jargon for the diamond painting community, is Heaven and Earth Designs, which is a cross-stitching site. They sell cross-stitching stuff. They sell licensed patterns for full coverage cross-stitching things. This is what I've done so far. I believe I'm about 20% in on it being done. It is also 100 by 60. This is being done partially from a bad kit that I received of this image, partially from my spares, and partially some that I have purchased to fill in the gaps. But basically it is a blank canvas. The canvas itself looks exactly like this part down here, except sticky. I have ripped most of the adhesive off there. It's still a little tacky, but it's not, oh my god, I can't get my finger off it anymore. Like it would be down here. Because here I have not taken off. Ugh. So the link to the pattern is in my WIP links. I didn't post where I got the canvas because you should probably, if you can, I would bite the bullet and go someplace that does gridded canvases. So they're already gridded in 10s for you. Whereas this one I have to count and wrestle with a ruler and mark my own 10 grid lines, and that's kind of time consuming. But yeah, I do it with Pattern Keeper. I can do a video on Pattern Keeper later, especially since I've been using it more with cross stitch, which is kind of the new hotness in my life right now. Since all of these paintings are enormous and hard to move upstairs. This one, the Hade is in this container. It is also bottles, although it is also bottles. These are the standard size bottles in here. These are all arranged by DMC order. These little ones up here are also arranged by DMC order. They're little tiny ones for the ones I only need a small amount for. And this holds 84. The Hade requires 88 colors. It is a mini, and from what I've seen, I have 5 or 6 mini patterns. I'm not going to do that many, at least not right away. So I have 4 of those little bottles in this container, so that I have all of the drills that I need without, if I run out of them, I do have another thing of extra drills, and then this is just a little bottle that holds my trash. So that I keep all together, and that's the working drills for my Hade. Then there is this one. This one, the Hade is not part of anything. It's not part of any event that I'm doing. It's just something I'm doing for me as kind of an experiment. So it has no timeline. If I'm still doing it a year from now, I will be sad. But it has no timeline to it. I kind of miss that about other things. The Anything Mermaid along has the longest timeline of the things that have timelines. I can do this right up till August. It's a 6-month long thing because it's also allowing for other types of crafts like cross stitch, which can take considerably longer. But this one I'm doing for Spring Flings and Easter Things, which is put on by Diamond Painting Fanatics. And this is an Easy Whim canvas that I got from Diamond Painting Club boxes. So I didn't choose this. This is a random one they picked for me. I had 2 categories that I picked. One was dragons and fairies. The other one was animals and pets. So obviously this fell into the animals and pets category. I have this in a randomizer, which is why I have some done and some not. And that's how I'm doing that. So this is the one I'm going to work on next, as I just finished up a section on there. I'm going to set that over here for now. And this one, the drills are in another 60 bottle case, but this is just a Plastico 60 bottle case. It does have dividers in here to keep the drill bottles from moving around too much. And I do have some baggies left over. I think the only one I have left is 3371. Yep. And there's my trash. So I like this one alright. I do like the posher looking cases better, but this does do the job just fine. So I'm going to fold this up. So that's where I am. I'm maybe a third of the way through Deep Sea Beauties, about 20% into that one. I have about a third left to do on that one. And this one, I have some left to do. So, I'm going to take these and put them in there, because when I put them just on my table tends to eat things. So, if I put them back away in their container, it's good. And then I can just take this and fold it over. I have actually been able to put small diamond paintings in here when I'm working on them. And I could probably put accessories in this pouch here. So this would be good for traveling. If I can find a link to it, I will put one, although it will be for the Amazon.ca, because that's where I got it. Because I are Canadian. Although, considering the differences, I would imagine that you would have an easier time finding it on the .com site anyway, because you guys tend to have more variety for stuff like that. It is. So, yeah, I think I'm about half done this one. I'll probably do 2 or 3 sections on this, and then switch back to Sunset Crossing and do another row. And then switch to Deep Sea Beauties maybe for a row there. I'm trying to get Sunset Crossings done. Ideally, what I want to have left is my Hade, 1 large project and 1 small project. I cannot continue doing 6 large projects at once, especially now that I'm getting into cross stitch too. It's just too much. But until I get 2 projects done, I'm kitting up nothing else, because this is getting nuts. Actually, I'll get 1 done and then I can start kitting up small stuff, because I am missing doing small paintings and getting that rush of getting something accomplished. But that is where I'm going to leave you. I hope all of this was informative, caught you back up to where I've been. I am not gone. I just celebrated 1 year of diamond painting, which means 1 year also on YouTube. I'm diversifying my YouTube up a bit with some cross stitching and some yarn crafts and everything else, and I hope to keep you all guys with me. I've got some stuff I need to paint and finish and stitch and crochet, and I'm having a lot of fun, and I hope you guys are too. So thank you so much for 1 year of staying with me, hoping for 1 more year of fun with this community, and I will see you all in the next one. Keep it spooky, guys. Bye.